Starting this edition of This is Exclusive with the preparations that are underway in Ayodhya. The Sangh Parivar, in fact, is going all out to see that more than 1 lakh people from 28 states, 8 union territories board 44 special trains to reach Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh between 27th of January and 22nd of February to visit the Ram temple. The Sangh Parivar is set to organize a guided tour of the Ayodhya temple for these people from across the country as part of its bid to ensure that the temple fervor does not die down after the grand Ram Lalla Pran Pratishta scheduled for 22nd of January. Sangh sources have now indicated that 1 lakh pilgrims would include those who have contributed to the construction of the temple in various ways over the years, ranging from the participation in the Ayodhya Ram Janmabhoomi campaign to making financial donation for the temple. In a short while from now, we'll also be joined in by the VHP president, Mr. Alok Kumar. I'm told that Mr. Alok Kumar is joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Alok Kumar, thank you very much for joining us on This is Exclusive on Republic TV. We're putting out details of the plan that the Sangh Parivar has. The entire nation would be celebrating. Mr. Kumar, let me first begin by asking you, why don't you take our viewers through what is it that the Sangh Parivar is planning during the Pran Pratishta?
We are only implementing what Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Kshetra decided. So therefore, there is no decision made by the Sangha Parivar. The trustees of the Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Kshetra consulted the learned people of Kashi and found out that at 12:20, 22nd of January, is the Abhijit Muhurat appropriate for the conclusion of the Pran Pratishta. It was suggested that we invite the saints, some 4,500, drawn from 150 different sects of the Hindu society, including the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes, from all districts of the country, and from the Sikh, Jain, Bauddha traditions. The names were selected, and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad decided to help Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Kshetra in personally delivering those invitations. Some 2,500 other persons who are who's who of the country have also been similarly invited. And the celebrations would be vast in more than 500,000 temples all over the globe. And for this, we are inviting to those temples some 10 crore families around the world. This function thus would be vast by some 7 to 8 crore persons assembled in temples and in Ayodhya.
Mr. Kumar, let me also take this question with you because there is a lot of politics that is being played over it. They say that Ram does not belong only to one religion. Would the Sangh Parivar essentially also reach out to people from other religion to participate in it? Because many, unfortunately, are trying to polarize this entire celebration that India is going to witness on the 22nd of January. Will the Sangh Parivar also reach out to members of other communities?
I find it slightly difficult when you ask the question for the Sangh Parivar. I do not represent the Sangha Parivar. But as far as the 22nd of January is concerned, we have substantially invited the people from Indic religions. Since it is a spiritual and religious festivity, the people who have devotion to Ram are invited.
Also, with regards to what we have seen in the last few days, the Congress party essentially saying that this is an event which has been hijacked by the RSS, it has been hijacked by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that is the reason why they essentially believe that there is no reason why political parties like the Congress and several others should be participating in it. Mr. Kumar, how would you respond to this allegation that has been leveled, that it has been hijacked by you and many others?
Some people say, and some people in the Congress say, that the India alliance parties have handed over the entire celebrations to Sangha Parivar by their decision to decline our invitations. The trust had decided to invite the Prime Minister and equally so the leader of opposition, the President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and with the same respect, the presidents of all other major political parties. So therefore, the trust decided to be even-handed, forgetting the past, forgetting the 1990 and the Kar Seva, forgetting that an affidavit was given. We did not raise these issues. We invited all of them. And if they do not come and only level allegations, then probably the allegations are not true.
But when you see the kind of infighting that is taking place, even within the Congress, you've had Dr. Karan Singh essentially saying that the court has cleared this entire matter. Within the Samajwadi Party too, we see that kind of rebellion that is actually brewing. Do you believe that perhaps this is a political suicide that has been committed by few political parties by simply staying away from what many would say is the biggest celebration that India is going to witness in decades?
This has to be seen in totality. They are distancing themselves from this is one part of it. The other part of it is that they are, I'll have to stop, I have reached the Rashtrapati Bhavan, sorry.
Okay, Mr. Kumar is already heading towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan for the further invitation, but thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast with respect to how exactly would the VHP essentially carry out the program, as there is a bigger sort of plan that has been laid out. We'll also be shifting focus now to other big breaking news now coming in, and also news coming in with regards to the India Alliance seat sharing, which we're going to break in a short while from now. But before that, the big breaking news now coming in. This is a big diplomatic faux pas, with the British envoy to Pakistan has now visited Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The United Kingdom has effectively issued a travel advisory on the same. We're going to take you through the details of that visit of the High Commissioner to Mirpur area, where she is essentially addressed a crowd. In fact, there have been a series of meetings that were actually conducted. Remember, the previous meeting that was actually done by the US High Commissioner, that too in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, did not really go down well, with India registering a protest on this entire matter. Let's first listen in to what UK High Commissioner had to say when she had visited Mirpur, and then we take you through the details, because what is bizarre is that United Kingdom has also issued a travel advisory to UK citizens with regards to travelling within Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. If that is the case, why exactly would the High Commissioner thereafter go for a visit, which many in Pakistan are now saying that this was a secret sort of a meeting because there were security concerns that the UK High Commissioner was witnessing? Let's just quickly listen into what the UK High Commissioner had to say, and then we'll also go across to our Pakistan reporter, Kaswar, who's joining us live.
And I'm the British High Commissioner. Now, the links between the UK and Pakistan go back a very long way. And I wanted to come to Mirpur because I know that some of the strongest ties between our countries are between Mirpur and the UK. So we have many people, including, I think, some of our people in purple jumpers here today, whose historical origins are from this region. And I've also heard so much about all the amazing work and footballing that you have all done. That you have started life with very little, and you've had the opportunity to do so much already. I think you can be incredibly proud of yourselves and the people whose shoulders you stand on. Now, one of the things the UK does, as I think some of you here will know, is running a scholarship programme for people studying postgraduate degrees, master's degrees. And I'm delighted that one of the UK's football clubs, Swindon Town Football Club, is sponsoring somebody from Pakistan this year to go to the UK and train to be a football coach. And we'll be putting them in touch with you and making sure perhaps they come and visit in Mirpur and give back to the community. So I'm delighted to be here today, and thank you very much for looking after me and the wonderful team here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you running around kicking a football. So I will not keep you in this lineup any longer because I know you want to get back to doing what you love, which is kicking a football.
Joining us on this broadcast is Republic reporter Kaswar, joining us from Islamabad. Kaswar, it was supposed to be a secret meeting because there were security concerns. But what is bizarre is that even today, there's an updated travel advisory that has been issued by the United Kingdom that UK citizens should not be traveling into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. On the very day, we are given to understand the High Commissioner makes the visit to Mirpur.
Well, Shama, this is really interesting. And you rightly pointed out that the day UK had actually advised its citizens not to travel to certain areas in Pakistan, that included Pakistan administered Kashmir as well. On the same day, she traveled to Mirpur to speak with the traders, to speak with the members of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and to speak with the students there in Mirpur as well. It is really interesting to know. But what I can tell you is that the Pakistanis are shocked. Pakistan's government has shocked because the UK travel advisory came as a bombshell for Pakistani because it was not just the Pakistan administered Kashmir, but they included some areas in Balochistan, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and other areas as well. And I put the same question to the media advisors of the UK High Commissioner to Pakistan, and she told me that actually the advisory is still valid on 12th of January as well. Remember, it was first, the advisory was issued on 10th of January, but still today is the third day, it is still valid. And when I put another question that if the Mirpur or other areas are included, then how can she travel to the same areas? Even the UK government has actually advised its citizens not to travel to. And she told me that actually we asked our citizens not to travel to the areas which are near 10 miles away from Pakistan's and India's line of control as well. But I believe she could not satisfy me. But definitely it was a secret visit. She traveled to the same areas where the UK government has actually advised its citizens not to travel to. And Pakistani government is furious. Pakistani institutions are furious, followed by this same advisory as well. And let me tell you, it was not the first time that same advisory have been issued by the UK government. In the past, same type of advisory have been issued by Canada, the United States, and some certain countries in Europe as well. So it has put question mark on the Pakistani establishment of Pakistani security agencies because it has questioned the safety and security of Pakistan as well, Sham.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Kaswar, for getting us the latest details about that visit of UK High Commissioner. to Mirpur. Remember, in the past too, India has taken a strong opposition on the very fact that this is an area which is disputed. And more importantly, as far as India is concerned, they made the position very clear on this very matter. Shifting focus now to the other breaking news now coming in. Yet another exclusive news break. Republic has now learnt that Congress has set their record straight, with the Trinamool Congress saying that there will be no discussion on the seat sharing until 5 seats are agreed upon. Namely, this would be in Bahrampur, South Malda, Raiganj, Darjeeling and Purulia. Remember, there have been intense war of words between the Trinamool Congress as well as the Congress party. Trinamool Congress has indicated that only 2 seats would be given to the Congress party. The Congress, on the other hand, with Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary essentially saying that if at all it's about 2 seats, then there is no question of any alliance to take place. A quick word from my colleague Harsha, who's been tracking the India Alliance seat-sharing meeting. First, Harsha, with regards to what's the situation between Trinamool Congress and the Congress party, and then also a quick update on the seat-sharing talks that were supposed to take place between the Congress and Samajwadi Party.
So, Shaman, tomorrow there's very important meeting of the India bloc at 11:30 a.m. which will be via Zoom. But if we specifically talk about the alliance talk between TMC and the Congress party, Mamata Banerjee held a meeting yesterday in Bengal where Mamata Banerjee clearly stated that TMC is not in a position to give Congress more than 2 seats, only 2 seats, in where Congress still holds a MP position, and they are Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary from where he is, and the other seats in the South Malda. But Congress is of the opinion that they should get at least 6 to 9 seats in Bengal in Lok Sabha elections. 3 weeks ago, Shawan, there was a meeting which was held in national capital where the West Bengal Congress leaders had a meeting with the Congress High Command. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary clearly stated that the existence of Congress in Bengal is because of this continuous attack between TMC and Congress, and therefore Congress should go alone in West Bengal, and they should at least get 6 to 9 seats if they are going with the alliance with TMC. But till now the talks are not happening, and that is the reason, Shawan, not a single seat sharing meeting between TMC and Congress has taken place in national capital. And another thing, Shawan, with regards to the meeting which will happen tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., the several leaders will be joining, and all the eyes are on the talks between Samajwadi Party and Congress, because Akhilesh Yadav is miffed over some undisclosed issue where Congress leaders have not cleared their stand on the BSP lines, because continuously Congress state leadership has been stating that BSP should join hands with the India bloc in order to attract the Dalit voters, which will be very beneficial ahead of the Lok Sabha election. Until now, Akhilesh Yadav is also silent, which some ways also hinted towards the truce between both Samajwadi Party and BSP, because Shawan, in 2019, Samajwadi Party and BSP fought together, but the major seat vote percentage was benefited only to BSP. So tomorrow we have to see exactly what will happen, because today's meeting between Congress and Samajwadi Party got cancelled because of this issue. And Shawan, right now we are outside Mukul Vasnik residence, and the meeting between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress right now, it's taking place. This is the second round of meeting on the seat sharing, so we're expecting that the formal announcement and the formal decision could be taken today on the Punjab, Haryana, Goa and Gujarat seat, where Aam Aadmi Party and Congress will be fighting together on the alliance. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Harsha, for getting us the latest details. The story that we'll be tracking very closely, whether at all they will be able to come on the same page as far as the seat sharing goes. It seems that it hasn't really gone down well with the seat sharing talks in the state of West Bengal is concerned. What really happens in other states is something that we'll be tracking very closely. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive.